Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on whether you arrived early, on time, or fashionably late. Those who came early, I respect your discipline. Those who came on time, I admire your sense of balance. And those who came late, don't worry, you are not in trouble. In fact, today's topic is about not rushing. So technically, you are already practicing the lesson without even knowing it. Congratulations, you are ahead by being behind. I want to talk to you today about something I learned the hard way. Something that cost me mistakes, money, and a few headaches. Never rush to make decisions. I know, some people think quick decisions make you look smart, confident, and in control. When I was younger, I thought so too. I believed that if I could answer instantly, I looked like a genius. But then I realized fast decisions can make you fast poor, fast wrong, and sometimes fast single, especially if you rush into relationships without thinking. Trust me, nothing is faster than realizing you've made the wrong choice after it's too late. We live in a generation addicted to speed. We want fast internet, fast food, fast deliveries, fast promotions, and even fast success. Some people want fast wisdom. They come to me and say, Jack, can you tell me the secret to success in 30 seconds? I say, yes. They lean forward, ready for magic, and I say, be patient. Then I smile and add, end of secret. And you know what? They often look disappointed because patience doesn't sound exciting. But here's the truth. Life rewards those who can slow down, think clearly, and act wisely. Because good decisions are like good tea. They need time to brew before they taste right. When you rush, you don't think. When you don't think, you make mistakes. When you make mistakes, you regret. When you regret, you waste time fixing mistakes. And when you waste time fixing mistakes, you are slower than if you just took your time in the first place. Let me give you a funny example. When I was 23, I rushed to buy a pair of shoes from the market because the seller said, last pair, if you don't buy now, gone forever. I didn't even try them on. I got home and realized they were different sizes. My left foot felt like a king. My right foot felt like a prisoner. That day I learned urgency is the best friend of bad decisions. Many young people tell me, Jack, I want to start a business now. I ask, what business? They say, I don't know yet, but I will figure it out. This is like saying, I am getting married next week, but I haven't met the person yet. Opportunities are like buses. If you miss one, don't panic, another one will come. But if you jump on the wrong bus in a hurry, it might take you to the wrong city. Then you will spend more time coming back than you would have spent waiting for the right one. Some of you here may be under pressure. Your friends are getting jobs, buying cars, building houses, starting companies, and you feel like you are falling behind. Listen, it is better to start late in the right direction than to start early and get lost. In business, I learned that time spent thinking is never wasted. Many people think making decisions fast is a sign of genius, but the truth is, making the right decision is the real genius. A wise man once told me, Jack, if you want to cut down a tree in 1 hour, spend 45 minutes sharpening your axe. At first I thought, this man is lazy. But later I realized he was a genius. When your mind is sharp, your actions are effective. In Alibaba's early days, we received an investment offer from a big company. Everyone said, take it, Jack, fast. This is once in a lifetime. But I paused. I thought about the future. I imagined how this decision would affect us in 5 years, 10 years. I realized the offer was good for today, but bad for tomorrow. We walked away. Years later, I thanked myself for not being a yes man in a hurry. Rushing can be funny until you pay the price. Job applications. Some people rush to apply for every job they see without reading the description. One man once applied for a senior software engineer position at Alibaba. In the interview, I asked, tell me about your coding experience. He said, coding? Oh, I thought software engineer means managing engineers who wear soft clothes. Relationships. Some people meet someone on Monday, propose on Wednesday, marry on Friday, and by Sunday, they are Googling how to file for divorce. Love at first sight is beautiful, but marriage after first sight can be dangerous. Investments. A friend of mine once saw a limited time crypto investment on the internet. He invested everything in 10 minutes because the timer on the website said offer ends soon. Now the website is gone and so is his money. The only thing he got was speed. Waiting is not weakness, it is strategy. When you wait, you see more options, you discover more details, you understand risks better. The market changes, people reveal their true colors, and opportunities either grow brighter or fade away. But you will never see these things if you rush. I always tell young entrepreneurs, When you feel pressured to decide immediately, that's the exact moment you should slow down. Think about nature. A fruit that ripens too fast is often sour. The best things in life, trust, friendship, success, take time to grow. Here are my personal rules. 1, ask why 3 times. If you can't answer why am I doing this 3 times with clarity, don't do it yet. 2, sleep on it. Important decisions should survive the night. If you wake up and still feel it's right, maybe it's worth doing. 3, listen to different opinions. If everyone agrees with you too quickly, you probably haven't asked the right people. 4, imagine the consequences. Ask yourself, if this goes wrong, can I live with it? If not, slow down. 5, remember no is a decision too. Saying no now does not mean no forever. Sometimes it means not yet. Yes, I have rushed before, and it cost me. In 1999, someone pitched me an idea for an online travel agency. I laughed and said, who will book flights on the internet? Too risky. I rushed to reject it without proper thought. That idea became trip, worth billions today. Lesson, rushing to say no can hurt as much as rushing to say yes. Now let me make something very clear. I am not telling you to move through life like a snail on vacation. No. If you take too long to act, you will watch opportunities pass by like buses you missed because you were still tying your shoelaces. There is such a thing as being too slow, but there is also such a thing as being too fast. The real art is in finding balanced speed, moving quickly when you are truly ready, but not before you've done your thinking, your checking, and your double checking. Think of life like cooking. If you cook on heat that's too high, the outside of your food will burn, while the inside stays raw. It looks done from the outside, but when you bite into it, surprise, it's still cold. That's what rushing is like. Your results might look impressive at first, but inside, they're not ready. On the other hand, if you cook too slowly, you will never eat. You'll spend your whole life waiting for the perfect temperature, and by the time you decide it's ready, everyone else has already finished their meal. The secret is knowing the right temperature, and that comes only from practice, observation, and patience. In business, this means learning when to launch and when to wait, when to sign and when to hold back. In relationships, it means knowing when to commit and when to step back. And in life overall, it means trusting yourself enough to pause when you must and having the courage to accelerate when the time is right. The best pilots know not just how to take off fast, but how to land smoothly. That balance is what keeps you in the air safely and successfully. My friends, let me leave you with something I have learned over and over again. It's not the speed of your decision that matters. It's the quality of that decision. A slow right choice will always be better than a fast wrong one. People around you will try to create urgency. They will say, hurry up, decide now, time is money. But let me tell you a secret. Bad decisions are expensive too, sometimes far more expensive than the cost of missing an opportunity. Never rush to choose a career. A wrong career can drain your energy for years. Never rush to choose a partner. You can recover from a bad job faster than from a bad marriage. Never rush to invest. The stock market and business opportunities will always have another wave, but your money might not come back once it sinks. Never rush to speak. Once words leave your mouth, they can't be taken back. And never rush to judge people, because even the best book takes more than one glance to understand. Be like a chess master. Think several moves ahead. See not just the next step, but the consequences that follow it. And when the moment comes to act, do it with confidence, not because you're guessing, but because you have thought it through and prepared for it. In the end, life is not a 100-meter sprint, it is a marathon. The winners are not the ones who dash off the start line the fastest, but those who pace themselves, endure, and cross the finish line strong. Even God, with all his power, took 6 days to create the world, and on the 7th day, he rested. If the Almighty himself did not rush, who are we to be in such a hurry? Thank you.